with the 2011 Stocktonian of the Year, Becky Meisner. And Becky, we're going to be honoring you and all that you've done on February 8th, 2012 at the Stockton Golf and Country Club.
Sending boxes to Jesse about 2 or 3 times a week, and then pretty soon he called and he said, "Mom, can you send some packages to some of my friends who aren't getting any mail?" And I thought, okay, I'm sending boxes to Jesse 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah, a couple of more soldiers won't hurt. Well, before I knew it,
a couple of more.
Yeah, before I knew it, I was sending packages to Jesse and 17 other soldiers in his unit. So that became my way of life. Every morning I thought, who's going to get the box today? What am I going to send and how am I going to pay for the shipping? Well, at the time I had a little part-time job and all my money went into this little venture of mine. So this went on for about 10 months, and then Jesse got to come home to see the birth of his 3rd child, a little boy, Jesse Alexander. And we got to spend Thanksgiving with him, and then he went back to Iraq. And 43 days later, his unit, the 542nd Maintenance Company, was hit by 6 mortar rounds. There were 33 soldiers that were injured and 1 fatality, and that 1 fatality was our boy Jesse. He had just celebrated his birthday on Christmas Eve, so he was 24 years and 11 days old. As you can imagine, we were devastated by this news, and to be honest with you, I went into a deep depression. Didn't want to take care of myself or my family, and I know that sounds crazy because I had a husband and children and grandchildren who all needed me, but in my wounded heart and my broken spirit, that's how I felt. I didn't want to go on. So through encouragement from friends and family, they said, well, why don't you go back to sending those packages like you were doing? And so I began to do that, but Jesse's unit had come home already because he only had a month left over in Baghdad. So I felt real depressed again, and somebody gave me an email of a soldier in Afghanistan, Specialist Chris Tanner. So I emailed him and I said, you don't know me, but would it be all right with you if I send you packages 2 or 3 times a week with food, snacks, and toiletries? And I'm sure this young man must have been thinking, okay, there's a crazy woman in California, she wants to send me stuff, so go ahead. And he gave me permission, and pretty soon my 1 soldier quickly turned into 5, 10, 50. Before I knew it, we had 100 names of Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. And at that point, I thought, you know, we need to organize this somehow. We've got this thing going, and we need to become an organization.
So,
yeah.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
So how many boxes are you shipping out a year? I know that you're not really sure because you have to check on the postage, but
Yeah.
how many boxes have you sent since the beginning?
Well, about 3 years ago, we figured we've already sent 40,000 boxes, and that was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
So
we're probably 50, 60,000.
yeah, yeah.
50 or 60,000 boxes.
Yeah, and no one's more surprised than I, because we are...
How is it that you're funded? Where does this stuff come from? Who pays for the shipping? How does this work?
A lot of our money comes from our community, people in our community. We get small grants from United Way and Rotary clubs and service organizations, but most of it comes from people we've come in contact with, people who has somebody in the military and they have received a box. They will send us a check, you know, as a thank you. We get checks from $1 to $1,000. If you like the shop, then you can go to the website and there's a list of items that we ship. So if you like the shop, get those items, bring them by. If you don't like the shop, write us a check, or you can use a PayPal.
But this year it was for you. When the 9 of us looked at each other and we go, this is the person that should be selected. So when we made that selection, we had to figure out a way for us to announce it to you. Yeah. So what did they tell you?
Well, that Reed, he said, I've got some people that are interested in making a donation to Pack with Pride. So, you know, immediately my ears perked up. And he said, can we come over on this day at a certain time? So, okay. So I came early and opened up, and Reed and his wife came in, and we were just chatting a little bit. And then a guy walks through the door, and so I figured this was the person that Reed was talking about. And then another person walked in the door, and another person, and another person, and another person. Okay, what's going on here? And then they presented me with the certificate and the basket of fruit, and made me read it out loud. And so I was way surprised. Well, first of all, I didn't even know there was a Stocktonian of the Year that even existed. And then when they told me that I had been selected, I was like, oh my gosh. So that was pretty cool. I was truly excited and surprised. Had no idea.
The picture was in the paper, in the record the next day, and you're
Yeah,
shocked and
like,
laughing.
what?
and that's what's so cool about this situation is that Becky is a very regular, normal person, just hardworking and doing her thing, and
This offers a venue for them an avenue for them to, hey, now I know how I can support the troops.
I know that we're in an election year, and there's a lot of politics involved. But when you come to a place like Packed with Pride and you donate your time, money, or products, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Tea Party, whatever you slice it, we're here to help the troops, and they are there and fighting for our freedoms.
Right.
And that's the most important thing.
Right. Our motto is, we're not about the war, we're about the warrior.
Not about the war, but about the warrior.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, we try to take care of the warrior. They're doing their job, and we just are doing ours to help them.
www.packedwithpride.com. Becky, our 2011 Stocktonian of the Year. You're awesome. I can't wait. February 8th, 2012, Stockton Golf and Country Club. Please get your tickets. Call the Chamber of Commerce, the Stockton Chamber of Commerce, 209-547-2770. I memorized that. 209-547-2770. Ask for the tickets for the Stocktonian of the Year. It's going to be an amazing event. She has no clue what's in for her. I'm the MC, so you know it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yikes.
Becky, you're amazing, and we're so happy.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Talk to you soon.